All right, everyone, welcome back from lunch. I hope everybody had a great lunch. And we'll continue with this great Friday. Jackson, you're waiting for documentation from the court coordinator?
Correct.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you could send the trial court certification and consent to appear by video to Mr. Jose Celedonio, please.
Yes, ma'am, that's what I'm working on right now. I just got the email.
All right, thank you.
And then Judge, when she sends that, I'll need to go over with my client. So I guess we'll stick us in the breakout room. We'll get going.
Yes.
Thank you.
I will place you in the breakout room. Everyone just give me a moment. And then Lindsay, you and your client, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2. Just let me make sure the rooms are available. Just one moment. Okay, I'll send you to breakout room number 2. All right, and George Schaefer, you're back for Mr. Chapman?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, as soon as he is on the screen, I will take up your case if it's ready.
Hopefully you have all the paperwork. I'll try to check with your coordinator to see if you have it all.
Okay.
And by the way, Judge,
Yes.
I did file that motion today.
Okay, awesome.
That's why I saw you up there in the courtroom.
Okay. They should be bringing it to me and I will take that up.
Very good.
Hi, Anthony Miller.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
Oh, great. I hope you enjoyed your lunch or at least had a halfway decent break.
I did, Your Honor. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. So you are here on.
Richard Almarez, Your Honor. It's
All right, and he's here in custody. Do you need to speak with him?
I do, Your Honor. I don't know if I've signed the paperwork. I don't know if he has signed the paperwork yet.
He has not. All right. Can you unmute yourself, Mr. Almarez?
Yes.
Yes.
I need to tell the officer because he gets mad if I.
No, you're here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you to a breakout room with your attorney, okay?
Right.
All right, I'm gonna send you out to breakout room number 3.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Almarez, do you see where it popped up for you to go to a breakout room? Just click on it and it'll take you to the breakout room.
Judge, and if we have a minute, this is Kevin. I know
Yes.
you got your email that you couldn't open that
other
Yes.
paper. I resent it now. Let me know if that works for you.
All right, let me see. Just 1 second.
Judge David will be here in a few minutes. He's having computer issues.
Yes, Kevin, that works. All right, Norma. All right, Jackson, you're back.
Yeah, Judge, he wants to address the court. My client does.
Oh, sure. As soon as he comes back into this room.
Okay, I'll go get him.
Thank you. Mr. Jose Saldonio, if you could unmute, please.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. You wanted to address the court?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I wanted to see if I can maybe get I don't know postpone it to next month. I know the deal that they're offering me right now is gonna.
No. Here's the thing. I don't want to know what the plea bargain agreement is. So. This is set today. You can either accept the plea or not accept the plea. That's completely up to you. If you don't want to accept it, that's fine. We'll go to jury trial. So what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna take it to jury trial, ma'am.
No, there's no, I'm thinking,
Yes.
because it's
Well,
either today. Yes, Mr.
I was
Nesbitt.
gonna say, the other possibility is enter the plea and reset it for sentencing if he wants more time before it's imposed.
Is that what you, is that
Can we
what
do
you're?
that?
I will send you to a breakout room to discuss it with
Okay.
your attorney. If you'll go back to breakout room number 2. And Mr. Nesbitt, could you go to breakout room number 2?
I will. Yes, Kevin, just send them to me and I can do both.
Thank you.
And Mr. Saldonia, just go back to breakout room number 2, please.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Bobby Gibbia? Hello.
Judge, what a pleasure to see you.
Oh, it's great to see you too. What are you up to? What's going on?
I have a motions hearing with you this afternoon on an individual by the name of Mike Moreno. I have my witness online. She is the expert witness who's been appointed in the case, and she is asking, well, I guess I might as well call her and have her let you know, but I believe she's looking for some juvenile records that she wants. I guess she wants the state to turn over to her. or
What is
something along
the
those
cause number?
Yeah, that's a great question. Let me get my phone out. Ideally, everything that we're looking for is stated in the motion. Cause number is 2019 CR 10962.
All right, to the clerks. I need the file on Mike Moreno. It's 2019 CR 10962. And I need the motion.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, you're welcome. We'll see what's going on. I don't have it on the docket, but we'll see.
Yeah, Judge, they're gonna finish going over the paperwork, but we'll just get it reset for a sentencing day. We're recommending deferred and he's on bond, so I mean, it's a non-issue. He just isn't ready to start his deferred today.
Okay.
All right, 02. Maybe.
I figured. Okay, thank you. Oh, I get all the time. So our numbers are.
All right, to the clerks, you should be receiving paperwork on Almarez.
Thank you, Judge.
And the attorney from Almarez, who's the attorney?
Judge, that's myself, Anthony Miller, Your Honor.
Bobby Gebbia, what's the title of your motion?
Let's check. Yeah, come on in.
He's going to give it to me. And to the clerk, could you go in breakout room number 4 with Mr. Almarez and Mr. Miller to see if we have all of their paperwork, please?
Yes, Judge.
So Mr. Almarez, if you could go to breakout room number 4, please. And Mr. Miller, if you could go to 4.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And the clerk will meet you there. And Bobby, do you have the title of that motion?
It looks like it's the motion for the release of some juvenile records of one of the complaining witnesses, which is, that's paraphrasing the title of the motion, obviously.
Okay. All right. They're just trying to, the clerks are just trying to find it.
I'm trying to find it myself.
Mr. Garcia, Adrian Garcia.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, could you make a decision on how you want your hair? Either you want it up in the man bun or either you're not, or either you want it down and flowing. However you want it, just make the decision and stick to it, okay?
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Thank you. All right, thank you. All right. Let me see if I can get David Lunan in here. Mr. Gebbia, just give me a moment. I'm sorry, David Martin.
Coming to my desk.
May it please the court, Your Honor?
Just one moment.
ma'am.
Yes.
I spoke to Ms. Zachariah. She's told me that the motion is entitled "The Motion for the Discovery of the Juvenile Records of the Complaining Witness."
All right. Yes, I have that now.
Okay, wonderful.
And have you addressed with Mr. David Martin what you are requesting?
I do not know, Judge. Let me check my
Heard
notes.
my name.
Hey, David Martin.
Heard. What's up?
All right. So I received notice that this motion was set on May 14th, but what I'll do is I'll go into a breakout room with you and Mr. Martin. Let's go to breakout room number 3.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, the party's ready on Mr. Almarez.
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready.
All right, who is the prosecutor who is going to be on this?
David was the one I would spoke to about this matter, Your Honor.
David Lunan? Is it David Lunan?
I thought it was David Martin. Is it, am I?
Why do I keep saying David Lunan, Brennan? Is that because he was here earlier today?
He was here this morning.
Okay. So Brennan, my mind is still a steel trap. It's just that. Okay, we're at David Martin. And I was about to say David Lunan again. He's in a breakout room, but
Okay.
as soon as he comes out of the breakout room, we will take this up.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Has everybody else received all of their paperwork? Let's see if I have anything. All right, I'm filling out the paperwork on Seldonia. You're all going to have to go to the breakout room so the clerk can swear you in. All right, I'm going to send you and your client to number 2 and to the clerks. If you'll go to number 2, please. And who was the person on Mr. Chapman?
Judge, that's me, George Schaefer.
All right, Mr. Chapman, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 4.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Your attorney will meet you there.
Judge, I just sent you a text message.
All right, let me look, just one moment. Thank you. All right, are we ready on Almarez? We're waiting for David Martin. And are we ready on Saldonio?
Defense is ready.
Yes, Judge.
Brenda, I don't know what to do. There are so few people on the screen. All right. Court is calling 2020 CR 10711, State of Texas versus Jose Celedonio. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Aaron Morris for the state.
for the defense?
Jackson Lindsay for Mr. Celedonio.
And are you Mr. Celedonio?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections?
None
No.
from the state.
No objection from defense.
And Mr. Celedonio, I'm showing you a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Celedonio, I'm showing you
Yes,
what's
ma'am.
entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Judge, we're proceeding on the lesser included charge of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, an amount from 1 to 4 grams.
Any objection?
No objection.
Mr. Celedonio, I'm showing you a document entitled Court's Admonishment and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it in all the
Yes, ma'am.
appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
Right. Did you understand what you're charged with? The lesser included offense is possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 1 to 4 grams. That's a
Yes, I
third
do.
degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, I do.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, I do.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, I do.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, I do.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Celedonio, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Next, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
According to the plea bargain agreement, state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 1 to 4 grams. There's a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. Do you understand that to be the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes.
State, is that the plea bargaining agreement?
It is, Judge.
And defense, that's a plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, Judge.
I'm sorry. Next up is the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 80 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 1 to 4 grams. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence to support the no contest plea?
State offer states one of the attachments, Judge.
No
Any
objections.
Mr. Saldana, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you have a chance to review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, I understand.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements, police reports, laboratory reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
No, Judge, we're requesting a short reset to conduct a PSI.
All right, how much time are you requesting?
Well, what the normal amount of time it requires to get probation department to complete their investigation.
All right, probation, what time will you be able to have this done? Norma, do you have a date?
Sorry, Judge, give me 1 second. Let me get the calendar up.
In about 3 weeks, Judge.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you want a PSI report or you just want him to be sentenced in 3 weeks?
My client's wishes were to have his case put off for a month. I think if we can get him sentenced within a month's time, I think that would suffice. I have my calendar open and available if you want to try to go hammer down a date.
All right, Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
go ahead and give us a PSI date.
How much time did you want me to give them, Judge?
They're asking for 30 days.
I can give them the June 30th.
All right, we're gonna come back on June 30th.
Okay.
And I'm gonna order a TAP evaluation. Mr. Celadonio, I'm gonna send you to a breakout room. Probation will let you know what they need from you so that I'll have the appropriate report.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3. And I'll see you there with probation. And you need to make sure you're back on Zoom on June 30th at 9 a.m. Okay? All right, Mr. Lindsay, you can go to that breakout room with your client, or either you can be excused.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be excused. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Judge,
Yes.
on that case,
Mhm.
it was the state's intent that it run concurrent with a misdemeanor once that misdemeanor's pled. We can put that on the record at the PSI.
Okay,
If you just want to make a note on the file.
all right, I will do that. Oh, I need that back, please. Thank you. All right, are the parties ready on Almarez?
Judge, I know I'm ready. We were waiting on David. I don't know if he's available yet.
Let me see if he's back in the main room. Yes, David.
Yeah,
Barbier.
I'm back.
All right, I need you to start the video, please.
Sometime. There we go.
Yeah.
The only thing is my computer's acting wonky, so I don't actually have the MTR, but he's going to plead true, I believe, to a number 2. So
That's
the
already
second,
responded.
yeah, the second number 2, I think, is a failure to submit. And that one's the one I was going to go on.
Okay.
For some reason, every time I dock at the office and then try to get back on out of the office, my computer's not happy.
Well, at least it's better than some probation. Their computers are brand new, and for some reason they just are not working. So every time they come on, they have to log off. Go figure. All right, the court is calling 2017 CR 3765W, State of Texas versus Richard Almarez. Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
David Martin.
For the defense?
Anthony Miller for Mr. Almarez.
All right, Mr. Almarez, could you unmute for me, please? Are you Mr. Almarez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No objection.
Any objection from the defense?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Almarez, I'm showing you what's entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Next, I'm showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and state supplemental motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation. Did you have a chance to review those documents with your attorney, and did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Richard Almarez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2017 CR 3765W for the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation on May 30th, 2017 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on which violation?
From the original motion, the second violation of number 2 for the failure to submit.
All right. Mr. Almarez, the state is alleging that you violated condition number 2 on or about the 15th day of August 2019 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Richard Almarez, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2. How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Your Honor.
State.
We'll waive all the other allegations and everything in the supplemental motion.
All right. Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Almarez, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, not grant you community supervision, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
There is an agreement, Judge, to deny the motion to enter adjudication of guilt, continue on deferred, but alter an amend for satis. And offhand, I don't remember if he would need to be extended or not. I don't believe he does.
I believe he may need to be extended, Your Honor.
Will he?
He will.
Yes, he will, because it's, yes, he will need to be extended. All right, so deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include SATA. Is that the agreement?
That is our understanding of the agreement, Your Honor.
All right, and extend for 1 year.
Judge, you would need more than 1 year because he's already got a year that he's missed.
Okay, extend 2 years. All right, Mr. Almarez, could you unmute yourself? All right, Mr. Almarez, I've denied the motion. From here on out, every time that you are making a decision, you need to ask yourself, is this decision something that may potentially send me to prison for 10 years? You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If there is something you need help with, because it appears there may be drug issues, that's why the state is in agreement to you going to SANA. If there is an issue with drugs, you need to reach out and ask for help. But one thing you cannot do is you cannot do this thing where you don't report, you don't submit. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
How
I
old
do
are
understand.
you? All right, how old are
30,
you?
36, Your Honor.
All right, so you're too old to be running from your problems, because when you run from
Yes.
your problems, when you're on probation, guess what? They just turn into bigger problems. They never go away. Okay?
You're right, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll close the record. I'm going to send you to a breakout room with probation. They'll go over conditions with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And Kevin, he's to remain in custody till he's transferred to SATA.
That's good.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, you may be excused. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Judge. You have a wonderful weekend.
All right, you too. All right, Mr. Almarez, I'm just trying to figure out what breakout room you are in so I can send you there. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1. And probation will meet you in 1. All right, Bobby Gibbia, what is happening with your case?
Well, Judge, it sounds like we're going to ask for a reset.
Okay.
See if we could reset this motion. David Martin had indicated that even though we thought it was set, he didn't really know it was set. It sounds like it's going to be contested, at least on some legal issues. I've asked Ms. Zachariah to brief her issues out, and then her and Laura can have a legal, her and David Martin can have a legal debate on how this is all going to go for you. You're going to see some lawyering on this one, Judge.
Okay, that is awesome. Norma,
You're ready
when
to be all right.
can we set, when can we set Mr. Marino? Just for motion. And it'd have to be in the afternoon because I'm going to hear a lot of argument.
Okay, that's what I was just gonna ask.
Yeah, there'll be some argument, and we have one witness. And preferably not a Friday afternoon, right before Memorial Day weekend, Norma. Thanks for that.
I can even do.
I'm just picking on you, Norma. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I can do the 14th.
I think
I can do the 15th in the afternoon.
2 weeks. What do you think, David? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, and
All
Joanne.
right.
Okay, 2 weeks.
Is your client in custody?
I suspect so.
All right. Norma, do you have the cause number?
I can get that.
All right, it's 219 CR 10962.
Thank you.
And this is a release of juvenile records for a witness. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
All righty. Thank you very much.
Thank
You are
you.
excused.
Have a wonderful holiday weekend, y'all.
All right, you too. Don't do too much fun.
I don't know about all that.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, and George Schaefer, I think we may have all the paperwork on Chapman.
Okay, Judge, we're ready if you are.
Okay, as soon as they give me the paperwork, we will proceed.
Okay. Prosecutor is David Martin, by the way.
Okay, thank you. Oh, Robert, those paperwork, the paperwork that's on my desk can go back because I know they're waiting for that. Okay. All right, David Martin, are you ready?
Yes.
Court is calling 2019 CR 11012, State of Texas versus Lazarus Chapman. Could I have parties announced for the record, for the state,
David Martin for the state.
for the defense?
George Schaefer for defendant, Your Honor.
All right, and are you Mr. Chapman?
Yes, ma'am.
Off the record for a moment, Brenna. Alfonso Cabanas. Alfonso?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, are you here for Adrian Garcia?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, who do you need to talk to on that?
David Martin, Judge, but I sent him a chat message letting him know that I've spoken to my client about the plea offer and he rejected the plea offer essentially.
Okay, all right, well, just give me a moment. Let me finish this plea and then I'll take that up.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're back on the record. We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No objection.
Any objection from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Chapman, I'm showing you what's entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Chapman, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We're not, Judge. We're waiving the repeater paragraph. We're also going to proceed on the lesser included assault, bodily injury, married cohabitation.
And that's our understanding, Your Honor.
Okay. No objections, defense?
No objections.
Mr. Chapman, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand that the lesser included offense is assault, bodily injury, married, or cohabitation? That's a Class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment is anywhere from a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
He is, Your Honor.
Mr. Chapman, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. I'm going to show you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, married cohabitation. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. There are no applications. They will take in consideration the following county court cause numbers: 632, 648,
I have a question. I received
653, 905, 653, 906. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. The state will dismiss 2021 CR 2282. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor, there have not been.
Then Mr. Chapman, to the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, married cohabitation. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, ma'am.
State any evidence to support the defendant's no contest plea.
Offer states one with the attachments.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Chapman, I'm showing you what's entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you have a chance to review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, is the complainant aware of this sentence?
No, Judge, we haven't had contact with her in some time, but in the past, we have been in contact with her and she was aware of all the possibilities of how the case may resolve itself.
All right, defense, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, the only thing we would like to say is we would ask the court to give him credit for any time that he's already served on this. It is our belief he does not quite have a total of 6 months, but he understands he may have a few more days.
All right, the court will follow your plea bargain agreement. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. Will sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration the following county court cause numbers: 632-468, 653-905, 653-906. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. And I'll show that the state is to dismiss 2021 CR 2282. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Not from the
Not not from defendant, Your Honor.
Mr. Chapman, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. I'm sorry, let's go back on the record. Is there going to be any contact with the complainant in this case, defense?
Judge, we don't believe they have any contact, nor have they had for a long time. We would not mind if the court would suggest no harmful or injurious contact.
The state is going to suggest no contact. Do you have any children with her, Mr. Chapman?
No, ma'am.
All right, is there any reason why you would need to contact her?
No, ma'am.
All right, as a part of your sentence, I'm going to order no contact with Mallory, M-A-L-A-U-R-I-E, Quinones, Q-U-I-N-O-N-E-S. And that's the entirety of the court sentence. Mr. Chapman,
Yes,
we're
ma'am.
off the record. Here's the thing. Obviously, you all shouldn't be in a relationship together. You don't have any children together. You guys don't know how to communicate without putting hands on each other. So it's best that you not have contact with her. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you may find yourself at the prison or at the Bexar County Jail because we can't communicate without touching people in an offensive manner. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Chapman. Norma, you can let them know that 17A can go back.
Is it possible to talk to my attorney real quick?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Schaefer, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1.
That's fine,
And
Judge.
when you're finished with speaking with your client, if you'll bring him back to the main room so the court coordinator can excuse him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, just tell them to give me a moment. Oh, you can take this back as well. Norma, do you have the cause number on Mike Marino? Okay, all right, you can take that back. Thank you. All right, next on Garcia, what is happening with Mr. Garcia?
Good morning, Judge, or good afternoon. I had spoken with David Martin before today on Mr. Garcia. There was a plea offer that was tendered before, and I did tell David, or the state, excuse me, that my client was not interested in any plea offers, and he wants to proceed to trial.
Okay. All right, just give me one moment. Let me find him on the docket sheet. Okay. All right, David, have you discussed a trial date for this case with defense?
No, but August 4th would work. If that's available
August 4th?
still.
All right, Alfonso Cabanas, are you okay with August 4th?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we're gonna just go on the record briefly to put that on the record. Court is calling 2020 CR 4632, State of Texas versus Adrian Garcia. Could I have the parties announced for the record, please, for the state,
David Martin.
for the defense?
Alfonso Cabanas for the defendant, Your Honor, and he's on out of custody and in the Zoom hearing this afternoon.
All right, Mr. Garcia, could you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you Adrian Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it's under my understanding that you're requesting a jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so the court will not accept any further plea bargain agreements. I'm going to give you your trial date. That's the date you'll need to appear in court. It's going to be August 4th. You need to be on the 4th floor, 300 De La Rosa, 187 District Court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
At 9 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
So where do you need to be?
On the 4th floor in the district court at 9 a.m.
What date?
on the 4th,
What month?
August.
All right, we will see you then. Defense, is there any other discovery? I have the discovery acknowledgement in the file. Have you received all the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we will see you on August 4th. Thank you so much for zooming back in.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Bye-bye. George Schaefer.
Yes, Judge, we finished talking and you were going to have the court coordinator excuse him.
All right, they've excused him.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Have a blessed weekend.
Oh, thank you. You too. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, everyone. That is all of our cases for today. Of course, Brenna, I'll be here till 5:30. I'm still presiding, but hopefully everyone has a safe, happy, and calm Memorial Day. And remember what Memorial Day is about. Brenna, my mom would always say, it's not about the barbecue. You know, it's not about the cookout. It's about the military. So, and I'll be remembering my uncle on that day. Brenna, you know, my uncle lived in the country and he ended up having my grandmother sign so he could go to Vietnam, and he was underage when he went.
Wow.
So, but he's since passed, but I still remember him. All right, we'll